Hello there, my friends. Hope you're doing good today. Today's video, I think I'm going to show you what I got for my pantry clean out. I've been kind of waiting on these so that I could do the other half of my pantry. So let me open this up. I was waiting for these for organization pieces. Cool. All right. I was wanting something better to store my flour and my sugar. The ones I have are just too bulky, and so I got on Amazon and kind of did some reviews, and this one got pretty good reviews for storage containers. It has a push button airtight seal. It's called the pop container. This one holds your sugar or your flour, and it is 4.4 quarts. And yeah, looks like it has a nice lid on top. Oh yeah, a nice heavy duty lid. Of course, I'm gonna give these a good rinsey poo. And yeah, this is the kind of suctions your lid after you have your product in there. So that one is for the flour, and then I went ahead and got a smaller one for my sugar. So oh yeah, these are going to be nice. It'll save me some room too, I think. But yeah, let me get these washed up, and then I'll be right back and we'll fill them up. Alright, I got my containers all washed. So I'm drying them off. Oh yeah, I think these are going to be really nice. I'll make sure I link these in the description box if you're interested in some good containers. Yeah, I think these are going to work perfect for what I wanted them for. But as I'm cleaning my pantry today, I wanted just to talk to you for a little bit and let you know what's been going on. I've had some health stuff going on, and nothing too serious, but and hopefully it's nothing, but well, first of all, I was having a sinus infection, so I did go to the doctor and got an antibiotic for that. So that's been feeling way better. That kind of had me down over the weekend, but I'm feeling way better from that. But I also I've been having some shoulder pain. If you've been following me for any length of time, I probably have complained about it here and there, that I was having some shoulder pain. Wasn't sure what it was, but I went ahead and had an x-ray. And first they said, because I was worried about a tear, like in my shoulder, like in my rotator. And at first they said they couldn't see any, well, they couldn't see any fracture in the bone. But he wanted me to follow up with an orthopedic specialist. So I went ahead and did that today. And now I need to have an MRI done to see if I need, determine if I need a surgery of any kind for my rotator cuff. So I have that coming up. The MRI is coming up. Oh, by the way, I want to show you how this, you just push down and it kind of suctions your lid. Like, it's on there, guys. It's on there. So that was my sugar. Yay, that's perfect. That's like almost one whole thing of, that'll hold one whole bag of sugar for sure. So I'm gonna put my flour in this one. So anyways, back to my story. He said there could still be rotator cuff issues in my shoulder. I hope there's not, but I'm getting my MRI to determine that. And he also said I have a bone spur and arthritis going on in my shoulder. But the bone spur must be what is causing my pain. It has just been excruciating in certain positions. I can still use my arm a little bit, but I cannot lift my arm so high and behind me. Definitely can't put it behind me. So my range of motion is definitely getting worse with it. And so he said we do not want that to get worse. That could become really bad, a really bad situation. So, and I agree, and Dawn agrees that we should, whatever I need to do, push forward with that. So hopefully it's not surgery, but if it is, you know, I'm willing just to go forward with whatever will help me, because this pain has been just, wow. So anyways, all right guys, there's my flour. All right, oh man, these are nice. These will be nice for baking too. I'd be able to get my measuring cups down there better, and yeah, pretty happy with those. All right, let's get the pantry cleaned out and organized. So yeah, say some prayers for me that it's nothing serious, but because you know, I don't know, you always still worry when you have to have procedures done that it could be, you know, something more serious. And just hopefully, yeah, it's just minor stuff. I may even have to have surgery for the bone spur. It's like right up here at the top of my shoulder, like right where my arm bends. And that is due to aging, and just the arthritis has gotten in there. So I might have to shave that bone down. Ugh. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. But I'm just working on this side of the pantry, which is pretty much all my spices. It's not in too bad a shape, but I am going to kind of organize some things. Up here, it gets a little out of hand because we tend to just kind of throw things back in there, but it really isn't too shabby. So, oh yeah, it needs wiped down a little bit too. So I probably won't take everything out, but yeah, everything back there is okay. So you know what? I think I'm just going to wipe some things down, make this easy on myself. But yeah, I probably won't be working too. I'm glad I got my painting done downstairs. Maybe that's what kind of stirred it up. But at least it's done. You know, you still got to do what you got to do. So whatever that is, I just push forward. You know, my mom had to get rotator cuff surgery, I remember, in her 50s, which is kind of weird because I'm in my 50s. And I don't know, maybe it's a genetic thing. I don't know. But there we go. All right. That wasn't bad. I'm just kind of redoing Dawn's rubs. Can go over here. Cornea solder rub. Oh yeah, that'll work. We got our next refill of our Graza. If you haven't tried Graza, I highly recommend it. It's a really good olive oil, and the price of it is amazing. It's actually imported olive oil, and it comes in these little refill. This is my cooking oil one, and it's just like a little pop top. So when I'm ready to refill, I just empty this into my container or my squeeze bottle that they give you, but highly recommend that. So I have plenty of this now. This is the finishing oil refill, the smaller one. This is more for like putting over the top of your food. I need to use this one more. So we'll do that. All right. That in the other room, I think. The bottom part is mostly my spices. So I'm just kind of going to wipe it and reorganize that one as well. Oh, this was the wrong. Okay. This could probably go down below. I think these are the same thing, kind of. So I'm going to put this in here. Save a little room. Breadcrumbs. Cornmeal. Birdie? Is your birdie? she's talking to the birdies outside. All right, let's see. All right, got my, this is my small thing of flour that I keep in there. I don't want to pull out the big one if I just want a couple tablespoons of flour for something. So I do that with my flour and my sugar. Wearing black while you're cleaning doesn't work. Okay. Was that pretty much it for that part? I think so. All right, let's do the bottom area. This is actually where I keep most of my baking stuff. Down here. So I'll kind of show you what I was using for my flour container. It was fine. It's just one of those big bulky ones from Walmart, but it's kind of served its purpose. We're kind of over it. My sugar container was this, so I'll probably donate these 2 pieces. Let me wipe this out. You can help Mama? Gotta help Mama? I do have walnuts. It's amazing what you find when you clean out your pantry. I'm not sure what that is. Might be bread flour. I'm not sure though. Okay. Wow, that's gonna save me so much room. Loving it. All right, I'm gonna have to give me some more of these containers for like powdered sugar, those kinds of things. Cool. I have definitely been strengthening my left hand and arm because I haven't been able to use my right one as well, or as much. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple more of those containers and do my powdered sugar, my brown sugar, and my almond flour because I make macarons with my almond flour, and I want to make some of those this spring. So I'm going to keep everything in there for now, and when I get my containers, I'll put those items in containers. And this is just like excess baking stuff that I'm going to keep in here as well. But wow, that's going to make a huge difference. I have my powdered sugar in this for now, but I think I'm going to use something bigger. I have a whole lot of powdered sugars. So for my baking items, I keep everything in just like a little bin like this. It's like my baking soda, my baking powder, vanilla, food coloring, different like extracts, those kind of things for macarons. But I love doing it that way. I can just grab this bin and it's all right there. Like anything to do with baking. So I'm going to clean this out though, give it a little spray. all cleaned and organized. So I'm going to set that actually right next to my flour sugar for now. Let's rearrange that area right here. And perfection! Alright guys, that looks so much nicer and cleaner without that big bulky flour bin in there. Like I said, when I get the other bins, I'll probably redo this a little bit, but that's pretty much going to be the baking area. And then the top, you see, look how much nicer that looks and organized. I will probably go through some of my spices and make sure everything's filled up to the brim, or rim, or however you say that. But other than that, thanks so much for joining me on today's pantry clean out. Hope you're having a great day. Take care. God bless.